Welcome back to PCS Students at Work You Hired. Our show today is all about the Summer Career Acceleration Program. We placed 178 students into summer jobs at more than 82 different Pinellas County businesses. Let's see how they did.
So we actually run a pretty robust intern program at the 911 Center. And we do it through the high schools, we do it through Pinellas Park High School, and then we've actually done it through this program this summer with the paid internships. So we've actually been really pleased. We've done a number of things with them. For example, one of the big things we talk about initially is kids coming into the workplace. How do you interact? How do you dress? How do you act? How do you become an adult within a professional environment?
I've loved the experience I've had here. I couldn't ask for a better experience. This definitely teaches me how to get ready to be an adult. It meant getting ready for adulthood. I got to not only show my parents, but also my peers and my school that I could be responsible. I could be given a task and execute it perfectly. Definitely learned so much from this program.
This internship has been absolutely amazing. I've gotten so much information and knowledge going through this process, and they've done nothing but help me and make me a better person.
These three girls were amazing. They were actually set up so they could go into our mapping system and inside of our core app, and we were able to have them work on points and being able to do 7,000 connections of a map to a link. Now what that did was we were able to, instead of putting it out at the end of the year, we were able to actually put it out now to the fire departments. What that means is during hurricane season, say that everything goes down, say the system goes down, these interns created a mapping system that the fire departments will be able to download automatically without having any connection to anything. So they actually are working on direct public safety issues for the 911 Center. So we do so much more behind the scenes, and I think that that's what they saw was 911 is a number, but there is a tremendous amount of support and information and activities that go on behind the scene. So my idea is that when they go into a hospital setting or they go into a professional setting, that they know that they're doing their job, but there's probably 20 people supporting them being able to do their job.
At first, I was a little sketched out. It seemed too good to be true. But I definitely did want to get into EMS and 911. And I did a lot of praying to get that, and it was answered.
I would definitely tell them don't be scared to take a chance. It's something that you can't just tiptoe into. You just gotta leap into it, enjoy every moment, enjoy your mistakes, enjoy your successes, because this is something you're going to look back on and use for the rest of your life.
You know, the first thing, it's mainly about outreach. We've had some interns and volunteers come in before, but this is the first time we've ever had somebody this young and still in high school. And I think it's a great benefit for the kids and for us. It gets Pinellas County out there that it's something you can do right out of high school in certain jobs and right out of college if you go that route.
It's been awesome, really amazing, you know. I just love it. Like, I love engineering, and so I love to get more experience on it, and it makes me feel happy.
It is pretty good right there. So,
Paul is a go-getter. I think that this is great experience for Paul because it gets him to network with other people in an industry. And Paul has an engineering, he wants to go into the engineering field. So I had this first-hand experience doing this. I think is going to be phenomenal.
we want it as close as we can to the street.
One thing that he's working with is a program called AutoCAD.
Yeah, we have to.
And it's an engineering software. So it gives them the basic background of engineering.
Perfect, right? That's it, right there. Perfect. Yeah, that's good.
It opens a lot of opportunity for me. Like when you finish high school, you'd be thinking, what's next, you know? What career am I gonna be? And if I went for engineering, I would know what I'm gonna do next for college, for university, for jobs I wanna be. I always had a dream of this, you know, like, and so this program helped a lot, you know. I'm getting hands-on experience, I'm loving it, I'm happy, you know. It's the best program.
I told him, listen, you're always going to remember this experience. 10 years down the line, 5 years down the line, you're always going to remember me, where I've taught you, where I've showed you, the lectures I've had to you. This is a great hands-on experience. I love doing this. And I hope Pinellas County continues for next year. We do this again next year.
Oh, so we've really enjoyed having George as an intern. What's terrific about this program is that we were able to come out and meet with a variety of students and kind of match somebody who had an interest to the airport, because for us it's an educational experience for them, but we also want it to be something that's productive for the airport. So we were able to interview a variety of great students, but George also had a specific interest in aviation and in travel, so he was an ideal match for us.
It's been great. I've learned so many different things on how operations run, how passengers flow through, how to answer passenger questions, deal with people that are kind of angry because either their flight has been canceled or been delayed. Just put a smile on your face and, you know, treat them with kindness. Customer service is our #1 here. But like here, I'm working with a team. I'm doing various different projects such as counting cars. I'm working here in the booth, trying to gather information on starting a therapy dog program here at the airport for passengers that are flying with anxiety or just scared to fly.
It's a win for us because, of course, we do want to attract people to this industry. It's an exceptionally good industry in terms of good paying jobs. We want personable people to be in this, to greet our passengers. So it's a win for us to be able to expose students to this profession, and meanwhile we had the opportunity to get some great work and assistance from a really outstanding student.
Sure, I think this experience has been a win-win for National Aviation Academy, not only to host interns, for them to get the experience, but for us to be involved in the community and for the interns to learn about what National Aviation Academy does, not only as a primary business goal, but also in each department's roles in the company and how they get a student to succeed here.
Well, this is really my first job experience, and I've learned a lot about how to act in a workplace and keep professionalism.
For all the departments, it was their first time to host a youth and give them mentorship and training.
It was good. I learned many different things. I stepped out of my field and I worked with the marketing department. Marketing is not really my style, but when I worked there, I found out that marketing is really fun, and I got a certification. I learned how to use pivot tables. I learned many other things, and I also learned how marketing can affect a brand.
Each intern that came in didn't have a lot of work experience. They exceeded expectations as far as what they were able to learn and do, and they were able to accomplish a lot and alleviate a lot of the other tasks and help with some projects that were pressing and needed to get done.
It's been honestly a great experience because not only do I get to work at an aerospace defense company, I also get to learn. I get a lot of learning opportunities from my supervisor, Mike Cruz. He not only lets me do fulfilling work for the company, such as writing blog posts, he also gives me a lot of material I can educate myself on and improve my workplace skills and get these kind of skills you don't get sitting in a classroom. It's a great extension of what we learn in school. And I think that with Pinellas County Schools partnering with these local businesses is just an amazing opportunity that we have nowadays.
So mostly what I do is a lot of research, a lot of helping and working with Adam to finish projects, work with him through projects, assist him in any kind of building.
So we have a project coming up that involves doing non-destructive testing on aerospace materials on Air Force aircraft. and I have him doing research on what types of materials that the Air Force aircraft use, and I also have him looking at what are the common types of corrosion and defects. So these are some of the brightest individuals that are interested in STEM careers, and it's good to get them excited about the field.
We've really enjoyed having Miguel working with us. He's learning all the facets of the library, and we've been just so impressed with how respectful he is, and also he's so eager to learn, and we love spreading the love of libraries with all of our volunteers and especially our interns. So we're just loving having him here.
I wanted to be a part of this program just so I can get some experience to better prepare myself for when I get out of high school, so that way I can get a job easier and just know what I'm going to be looking towards to apply for a job and be in a job. I've learned more how a library works. Well, when I first came in, I just thought, okay, they would be organizing books, putting shelves up, putting everything up on the shelves and all that, and I thought of that. And then when I started working here, I looked and I saw that there was a lot more to what they did.
So I started in construction when I was a teenager, so I can kind of relate to him, that you kind of go on a site and you really don't know a whole lot. So what we first started him out was the drawings. And one of the great benefits of this project compared to other projects is that we do have a building that's already been constructed on site. So it was really real helpful for Gavin to be able to see drawings and then go out and look at something that's already been constructed. And that makes the second phase, which is the building that we're currently constructing, make a little more sense. He's done a really, really good job at reading the plans and kind of deciphering. We use a lot of acronyms in construction, which sometimes can be kind of confusing. There's a lot of them, and so I just kind of had him start out there.
Cut you open. Well, it's cool to actually be able to look at the drawings and then go out there and see where things are going to end up being and how it's going to turn out. So it's cool to see it develop. I've learned a lot about photography, and they're really good mentors and help you learn a lot about the blueprints and what's going on the job site. You learn a lot about working as a team, because it's a really good dynamic here, and just a lot.
I think it's great actually, because it gives them some practical experience. May help them decide what he wants to do in college, or decide what not to do, in college, or if they, go to college or trade school. So I think it's great. We actually, in our office, we had an intern for a while too, and it was the same thing. I think it's great for the kids to come out, while still in high school and get some good practical experience on the job site.
So this phase, we're probably about 10% complete. I think that all of us like to share our knowledge from time to time. Although we're not the best teachers in the world, it's fun for us to kind of show somebody what we do on a daily basis and kind of share our passion with young Americans, really. Access for the pump truck.
So that's our show, and I want to thank all of the Pinellas County businesses, the Pinellas Education Foundation, and our students and families that helped make this first-year program such a success. I'm Mariana Leslie. This is PCS Students at Work. You're hired, and we will see you next time. Before the start of the new school year, some of our career education teachers had the opportunity to visit a variety of different Pinellas County businesses for a day to build a stronger understanding between school curriculum and the jobs offered by businesses in our community.
Integrating them back into the education system.
And today we are in Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital in St. Petersburg.
I think that when we took the tour today, there's no way to just drive by and know all the impressive support that is offered here. So it's not just about the health care that's given, it's also about, I believe, that pat on the back. It's the support for the patient and the family.
We purposely put a workstation in, so staff.
Well, today's tour and the information has been very impressive to learn, because I do a lot of career coaching. I teach IT, so we've been able to find out about career progressions and some of the skills that a student would need to have that they can get early in the game to make them marketable to be able to get jobs in the future.
We may have an infant, or we may have that high school football player on Friday night that ends up here in this
area.
room.
My
kids attend Bogaseca High School, the Medical Magnet Program, and the 11th grade students have to take my course, which is Allied Health, and the focus of my course is healthcare careers.
This is a Braslin chart. It always sits right here on the bed.
And so this is an outstanding opportunity. They've shared with us the over 30 career paths that are available here. I'm sure there'll be some that some of our kids have never heard of because they're non-traditional, besides the doctor, besides the nurse, how they can build a career on the support that goes into both the clinical and the corporate side of healthcare.
I think it's a huge eye-opener because my thing is that whatever we teach in the classroom, we have to make sure that it's relevant to the jobs that our students are going to have in the future. So what I look at is that the more you can connect with the businesses and the institutions and then bring that knowledge to the classrooms and even have some of the professionals here. I would love to have them come in and talk to my kids, not just at Great America Teach-In, but another day, because I think the more that you have those types of industry knowledge and bring that into your classroom and then connect it, you might have it where they'll come in and volunteer here or do an internship someday, and then they find out really what they want to aspire to do in the future.
I think it's fantastic because I have transitioned to education from a healthcare field. But there are so many things that I still am interested in and want to share, especially with this generation of students, all those opportunities that are out there. And without this opportunity, I would not have known what all is available.